What is the biggest difference between happiness and fulfillment? Excitement and ecstasy? Well, one is short term and one is long term. One is deep rooted and one is shallow. One is driven by value and one is driven by short term pleasure. If it is value, then the next question comes how to identify our values. Well, let me give an example. I was coaching a client. He was working in Genpact with 17 plus years of experience. He was very successful. He was having very good salary. Despite that, he was not enjoying his work. He was not getting meaning to his work and he was not feeling fulfilled. That's where we started the coaching program. And whenever I find these symptoms, I know one thing for sure, that they are not very clear about their value system. The question comes, how to identify the value system? Well, it's a very big work. On an average, it takes me 4 to 5 sessions of deep thinking to conclude the value system. But to help you understand in a very simple term, I'll give you 4 questions which you can ask to yourself and answer them with deep thought. You may get some clarity about your value system. So the first question which I ask my client is this one. Go fast forward and imagine you are 75 to 80 years of age right now and you are at the verge of dying very soon. What are the 3 lessons you would like to learn in your life? And just come back now, whatever your age right now. 3 important lessons and why they are important. The moment I ask this question, it is so difficult to answer because those lessons will decide your value system. Now, if you ask me, my 3 lessons will be simple. Number 1, take a lot of risk. Number 2, never compromise your family with success. And number 3, grow. If I take these 3 values, now why I got these 3 values? Because these 3 values help me. If I don't take risk, I never unleash my potential. If I don't focus on my family, I will never be able to get a fulfilling life because without a happy family, my purpose is incomplete. And the most important, the third one is growth. If I'm not growing, my potential will be limited. These are 3 lessons I learned. Now, my lessons may not be your lesson. Think upon it. What are your 3 lessons and why they are important? Question number 2. What would be your best version of you? If you are the best version, what would be? If you ask me this question, my best version would be a transformational leader impacting people's life. If I'm at my best, this is what I would be doing. A transformational leader impacting people's life. Why? Because that's what I'm meant for. I mean, I've worked in technical industry for so much of time. I've been to multiple different, I've been to sales business, a lot of things after doing it. I concluded my passion is when I am a transformational leader, when I'm helping people to unleash their potential. That is my best version. What about you? Think upon it. You cannot expect the answers come on the fly. It takes time and there's a certain process to follow. But just on the surface level, try to answer this question. Third question which I'll ask you, who is your role model? And tell 3 characteristic features of that person. Now this question will decide your future because our role models are going to decide our future because whoever is our role model will try to become like them. If our role models are not right, we are not in the right direction. Now if you ask me who is my role model, I have 2 to 3, but to give name of one person, his name is John Maxwell. Now who is he? 75 plus books. I've been into religious front for so many years. I've been an entrepreneur, having a happy family life, a lot of things. He is my role model. What I like about him? Character driven, growth driven, and impacting people's life. These are 3 reasons I find John Maxwell as my role model. So he's my role model. What about you? Who is your role model? Think upon it. And the last most important question, it will take deep thinking. Number 1, that's so important question is, when you are dead, what do you want people to say in one line about you at your tombstone? Very important question. Now if you ask me, you know what I want people to say when I die? Due to this person, my life got transformed for betterment. That's it. Now what are your value system? Think upon these 4 questions. Answer them in the comment section. I would like to know what are your answers to these 4 questions. I would not be surprised if you find difficult to answer them. They are difficult questions, but one thing is for sure, you will find out your value system from there. And once you know your value system, from there, the only thing you have to do right now is see whether your work, your profession, everything is aligned with your value system. If they are not aligned, you will not be happy. Now, this is not an easy question. If you're finding it difficult to answer and you are not where you want to be in your life, then let me tell you, do not waste your time. life is too short to experiment and do everything alone. You need to find a coach, and if I can be of help to you, I would love to drop me a message and let's talk and let me help you out unleash your full potential. I'll talk about my next lesson in the next video. Until then, bye bye. But do not forget to share your experience from this video. I want your answer. What are your 4 questions answered? I'm looking forward for your comments. I'm looking forward for answer. It was great talking to you. I'll meet you next.